Hello and welcome back to Cryptid Crush. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after the whole fight with Madhouse and Jamie. And I suppose it was more of a fun little exhibition match. It wasn't so much, they weren't fighting to fight. Madhouse won, thanks in part with a little help and encouragement from Robyn. And yeah. But prior to that, you also got to spend some quality time with August, and he kind of let you on onto what he does during the day, which is, I suppose he's like a tracker that helps sort of, get people out from Longhope. And I suppose that's usually just like hikers, because I guess they're surrounded by either mountains or a forest or something. So it's his job to look for those hikers that are getting too close and then, just sort of steer them away. And I suppose if something goes missing, that's also his job to help find it. We also met August's future brother-in-law, whose name escapes me already, but who talks like he's a robot, because I guess he's wearing a mask, but I don't know what's going on, under the mask. If he's also a werewolf or if he's, I think he's just a human. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, there has to be a reason why you're wearing the mask and why you're in Longhope if you're a human, because apparently you can't be a human in Longhope unless there's something supernatural going on with you. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Some other Madhouse stuff happened. But yeah, that was the gist of it. So yeah, without further ado, let us continue Cryptid Crush and see what happens. Edith storms out of the clinic. No fighting on clinic grounds. Get off our property. Ozzy! The lingering crowd scatters. Cryptids dart every which way, and Goat Ma'am disappears in a puff of purple smoke. At last, you four aren't so lucky. A street fight? You're adults. You're lucky that I don't call public safety. Whose idea was this? It was me. I'm the one picking fights. Terrorizing the radio station wasn't enough for you? That glorified shoe closet? Not a chance. I'm a ghost with star-studded dreams, sweetheart. You can drop the act. I'm also at fault, Dr. Hocus. I feel bad letting Mike take the blame. And I'm double at fault. I egg them on. Triple. Alright. Just be careful, okay? Don't let me catch you doing anything reckless. Right, Ozzy? Don't let it happen again. Understood. Oh. Hey, let me walk you home. I think Mike needs some space. Oh, I appreciate the gesture. That was some fight. You think so? I thought that it was a perfect way to end a long workday. Why are you working a job like that anyways? It doesn't seem like your style. It's the best that I have. I was a telemarketer for a time, but after enough caller complaints, they let me go. Apparently my energy is off-putting. I don't see it. After that, I took a summoning gig. Humans recite a spell, scrawl out a sigil, and I appear, with payment of course. Parties, abandoned malls, and college dorms, wherever do you think to summon a monster? It was never boring, but I am not some novelty to be gawked at. When you say payment, do you mean like human sacrifice? Money. Same thing. What about you? What do you do? Nothing right now. But I've got a job lined up this weekend. It's near the lighthouse. Atlas said that they were looking for fresh meat. And the pay? A pirate's bounty. Ugh. Wouldn't you prefer something safer? What if I spoke with my manager? Maybe I could get you an interview. It's okay. My rent is due soon. Who's your landlord? Never met them. I mailed an application, got the keys, and Atlas helped me move in. Are you squatting? What? No, I mean, I haven't seen any other tenants yet, but the place isn't abandoned. Right. I'm sorry for jumping on you like that. I'm surprised that you trust Atlas's ability to do tasks. It's fine. Longhope isn't exactly the cryptid metropolis I was expecting. Everything's so quiet here. I'm just happy that we've got sidewalks. Why is it called Longhope anyway? Some guy named Walker named it. What happened to them? Atlas would know. You should ask him later. Using the power of modern technology, I can ask him now. Dork. You dial the Mothman's number and put him on speakerphone. He picks up. Hey, bestie. You immediately turn the volume down. Atlas, can you tell us about Mr. Walker? Jamie? What are you two doing? Loitering. The most innocuous crime. I wanted to ask you if you knew anything about Longhope's founder. Oh, sure. One sec. Mr. Walker was born in Tacoma, California to a family of cobblers. He was a simple guy who dreamt of restoring his abandoned hometown, Sut Lung. But upon returning to his hometown, he found it had been overrun with monsters. Skip to the end. Grumpy. Mr. Walker armed himself with an axe and a prayer, only to be devoured by the very place that he sought to claim. The townsfolk searched and searched, but all that remained of Mr. Walker was a lit lantern at the forest's edge. They say that he still wanders as a haggard shadow of his former self, searching for the life that the wilds cut short. No way! A lantern? A shadow? The guy that tried to kill me? Where? At the graveyard last night. Alone? No, I was with Oz in August. Are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm okay. A shadow man's nothing. I've seen worse. At least now I know who I was dealing with. Geez, people need to mind their own business. You're really serious about this ghost stuff. Aw, invite me next time. As long as you're not babysitting, I will. Shh, I'm sure that I could have brought June along. No. You people are such babies. You know, when I was a kid, my dad would let me do whatever the heck I wanted. Yeah, we can tell. Alright, we're gonna go now. Bye. You hang up. If I ever meet the Mothman, I'm going to kick his ass. Come on, he's not that bad. Well, this is my stop. I'll catch you later. Jamie's leaving. You consider giving them a goodbye wave. I don't hug people. Gross. With a friendly wave, you and Jamie part ways. Seriously, if any of you ever meet me, do not attempt to hug me. I will punch you. Back at the apartment,
I could use a cat nap.
Taro sleeps tightly curled up on your pillow. The cat rolls onto her back and stretches out like a slinky. She dreams of destruction. So, typical cat stuff. If it weren't for her tiny stature and weak constitution, this universe would have fallen a millennia ago. She's no guard angel. She's a petty thief who takes what isn't hers.
Stop your yowling.
Quit lying. I'm trying to sleep.
Meow.
Time to make the trek back home. Yeesh, it's cold. You could see the sunset from here if the tree lines didn't block the view. You're pretty high up on the ridge. What's a duckling like you doing wandering around a ghost town like this? An artificially deep, metallic voice rings through the chilled air. There are wolves, you know. Hound? Are you following me? You've got a sharp eye. No, I have no interest following the likes of you. I'm patrolling the area. Well, stop it. You're creeping people out.
Fair. I'll try to behave.
So, you're August's brother-in-law, Who's the lucky someone?
He told you?
Is that bad?
A bit. But that's fine. Oh, I'm just bashful. I like to keep my personal and work life separate. Now, if I may be so bold, are you human?
Yeah. That's a weird question.
I don't believe you.
What?
I don't believe it's an odd question. No need to act so nervous. Us humans gotta stick together after all.
The wanderer saunters off, venturing into the woods. You're alone again. Mike, you there? No answer. You look at your phone, but the ghost has gone quiet. Taro? Where'd you go? Taro! You call for your cosmic guardian, but she doesn't answer. Maybe walking Jamie home was a bad idea. You got no clue where you are, and it's getting dark fast. Not like you want to go trudging back to your apartment anyway, not if it means another microwave dinner and more restless sleep. Ugh, you're starting to feel homesick. And now you're lost. This calls for desperate measures. A phone call. Hey August? It's Robyn. Can you pick me up? Oh, howdy. Where are you right now? I was walking Jamie home and I'm super lost. There's a brief pause. You hear August's muffled voice talking to his daughter in the background. I'm on my way. Something about talking to August comforts you, and you can't stop the words from spilling out. I know it's short notice, but I don't want to go home right now. Last night was really scary and I can hardly sleep, and I know how freaky striking it out on your own can be. It's no biggie. I'll swing by and pick you up. You spot a blue pickup truck rolling up the road. The truck slows down to a stop and you quickly clamber inside. August is kicked back, listening to show tunes and drinking an orange soda. What is this? Black say? Hold on. Beach Babe. June, turn off the flashlight, please. I can't drive with it on. I'm reading. Can it wait until we get home? Behind you, you see June in a booster seat, tearing and chewing on a picture book about giraffes. She looks at you and tries kicking your seat but can't reach. Sorry for the ruckus. June had a rough day at school. Brrr. It's okay. I really appreciate the save. After a drive through the town, the three of you reach August's cabin. June's gone quiet after realizing her book is ruined. Can I use your shower? Of course. If you need a change, there's spare clothes in the towel closet. Werewolf thing. June bursts into tears. Oh dear. August looks over to the torn up mess with a sigh. He nods for you to head inside. August unbuckles June and scoops her up in his arms. We'll tape it back up together, okay? Remember to be gentle, Junebug. Things can break. Want to help me make dinner? You and Jamie made such good cookies the other night. You'll have to show me how it's done. After a refreshing shower paired with coconut shampoo and honeycomb bar soap, you break into the emergency clothing stash. A starchy church camp t-shirt and jeans. They're fairly big on you, certainly designed for werefolk. You wonder what it would be like. Inconvenient and frustrating? Probably. Neon Moon Summer. Are you taking advantage of their kindness? Between the station and the car crash, you've caused such a mess. Hey, you hungry? Augie's baking stuffed bell peppers and tilapia. Be right there. You head to the kitchen and see June sitting on the table with her dad. She's chipper again and wearing a giant floral apron with the word Papa Bear on it. A giant fluffy red monster leans against the fridge bickering with August. No wolf in the kitchen. It's fine. I'm clean. See? The wolf wipes her paws on the back of August's sweater. He grumbles. Go sit down. August, where are the batteries? Can I borrow Philip's head? Dinner first. You enjoy a nice meal with August and his pack. Everyone's so chatty, Hazel demands that you dish out embarrassing stories while Atlas panics, and August tries not to laugh. Except you notice Atlas doesn't eat. He's always been food shy, preferring to eat by himself or wait until everyone's left the table. You've pestered him about it, but he insists it's improper for a moth to show his fangs. Hazel wolfs down her dinner, licks the plate clean, and then heads for the door. Sun's down. I'm out. Me and the girlies are gonna go wreck stuff. Briggs junkyard? You guessed it. Be careful. The monster races out the back door while August stands on the porch, hands in his pockets. He shouts towards the woods. Don't wander off too far. How come Hazel gets to play outside when it's bedtime? She's a grown-up. Can I help clean up for dinner? Nah, I got it. You're our guest. Take a load off. You start protesting, but stop short. It'd be rude to argue with a cook. Can I get you a drink? Nah, I'm good right now. Apple juice! August clicks his tongue and snaps his fingers. Not until you finish what's on your plate, little lady. Rawr! Wandering into the living room, you take a look around. Look at the photographs. You admire the photos hanging on the wall. A crowded group photo catches your eye. Boop. So we have August, I'm assuming, in the middle. And siblings. And a bull demon. And a demon in the back. And I'm assuming the one in between them is Hazel. Is this August's family? Everyone's dressed so casually. Are these your folks? You call to August, who's back in the kitchen. Oh no, that's my dad's sister, April. The big guy in the back is my great-grandpa, November. Is the kid on the left October? Nah, he changed his name to Casey. Then Hazel followed suit, and I can't blame them. It's a pretty stupid tradition. Wacky. You glance around the living room, wondering where to check next. Console? An outdated game console sits on the television stand covered in dust. A stack of games sits on top. Bowling, fishing, unlicensed go-kart. Bowling again. They're the kind of games a tired parent would scavenge at the bottom of a clearance bin. You're unimpressed. Atlas was never allowed to play video games. Atticus said that it was bad for his eyes. You both ignored this, of course, much to the Mothman's annoyance. Tucked between two games is an expired driver's license from Wisconsin. August seems to have a knack for leaving things scattered about. Augustus James. See, it was Agustus. I wasn't just accidentally calling him Augustus. I was calling him his real name. So he was born in the 1990s. I could date him. He's got such a grandpa name too. Augustus James Summers. You glance around the living room, wondering where to check next. I'm gonna date that werewolf dad. You see a bunch of loose junk. English flashcards, letters, and a photo. It's a picture of a large, fluffy mammal smiling warmly for the camera. There's a note on the back that reads, Spruce Alpine Lakes. Should you ask about this? Maybe not. You're starting to feel like a sleuth. You poke your head around the corner and eye the stairs. Atlas is up there. Doing alright? Yeah, the shirt's a little vague. Yeah, it's a leftover from my time working as a camp counselor. They gave me some overstock. Oh? Oh, what'd you do? I was a campfire guitar man. The campers swore that I was a werewolf. They were right, of course. But I was still offended. Man, I've never been the camping type. I always end up getting sick and going home early. Aw, there's no shame in that. Everybody's got their own idea of roughing it. Yeah. Thanks again for having me over. Anytime. A friend of Atlas is a friend of mine. Right back at ya. Are you feeling better? I'm just a bit tired. Glad to hear it. We don't mind if you spend the night. The sofa folds out onto an extra bed. You sure? I could call a cab. Nah, it's no trouble at all. None of those rideshare apps work out here anyway. Figures. But we have other alternatives. Like haunted taxis. Boo. Haunted taxis are so 21st century. Show me a ghost pirate ship. Were there ever pirates on the West Coast? I thought that was an Atlantic Ocean thing. Maybe? I'm too lazy to check. Is Atlas upstairs? I'm gonna go say hi. Yeah, he should be. You head up to check on Atlas in the loft. Atlas's room is surprisingly organized. Seems he quickly tidied up the place before you came upstairs. You look over the fairy lights and strings of photography decorating the overhead wood beams. Ugh, he's got a cuter room than you. And a beanbag? Your apartment's great, but your room's drafty and the pipes creak. Not to mention, you haven't met the landlord. Atlas, you in here? No answer. Where'd he go? That's enough waiting. Let's see what he's got going on. Notebook? You sit on the edge of Atlas's bed and scoop up his notebook. There is an impressive amount of doodles in this thing. Do I walk like a pigeon? Investigate. Wash dishes. Werewolf plan failed. Thoughts like that. You flip to the newest page. Venus 45-2B. Signal DX station. Braxton crash site communicator. Crush the killer robot. This is nonsense. What are you even looking at? You flip to a blank page and scribble down a nerdy stick figure rudely gesturing towards the reader. Then finish it off with plenty of hearts and your worst signature. Okay, what's next? Laptop. You peek at the laptop sitting at the moth's bed. A Word document detailing some personal writing is pulled up. Okay, maybe one glance. You can check for typos. Don't be silly. The mantis snickered with a slow shake of his head. We're from different worlds, darling. The mutant takes your hand in his bulky paw, and his glossy compound eyes sparkle. We can never be together. The truth in his words sting. Keep reading. Why? It's not fair. You gaze up at the cyborg warrior pressing his hand to your chest. He gently brushes your cheek with the back of his hooked rapier claw and smiles weakly. The Galactic Syndicate would never allow it. He shakes his head. I don't care what the Syndicate wants. Lady Luck is on our side, Blue. We can escape this planet together. You beg, gripping the lapel of the insectoid's leather uniform. Blue's expression darkens as he considers your words. You would risk banishment on my behalf? Blue murmurs, combing his fingers through your wild hair. I've never feared exile, not with you by my side. You smile. Kiss me, you sexy placeholder. He growls. Blue squishes your face in his hands and kisses you passionately. He kisses you, bites you, or whatever whip. Finish this later. Is that one of Atlas's original characters? If they are, he's never told you about them. Aw man, now you feel kinda bad. Nope. No. Ah. Okay, what's next? You find a postcard that's never mailed. It's a photo of Atlas and who you assume is August looking at the beach. Let's get a good look at August. He either has a tattoo or a scar on his side. It's looking mighty fine. August in the back with a little, like, old lady hat. Atlas. Did I say August or Atlas? Whatever. You know what I mean. Papacito. Since when did Atlas visit Malibu? That can't possibly be safe for a cryptid. He'd get the feds on his feather's ass. Atlas is dressed like a grandma in this photo. Gosh, you love that wide-eyed 20-mile stare. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. I keep getting 7. With a sigh, you flop onto Atlas's bed and roll onto your back. The mattress is too soft for your liking, but you'll survive. It's no problem. You'll just lay here and chillax until Atlas gets back. You rest your head on the moth's pillow and hear a papery crunch. Did you squash something? You lift your pillow and see an old crumpled photograph hidden underneath. Oops. It's a portrait of 2 parents gingerly cradling a pearlescent sphere. The photo's torn and battered, but it's holding on. Is that another moth? It has to be. You place the photo back where you found it. Then with a sigh, you crash onto the bed and wait until Atlas comes back. Where'd he go anyway? The Mothman glides above Lake Teardrop, watching the water below. He swoops down and daintily perches atop his island, his thinking island. It's a sad patch of dirt poking out of the water. Atlas takes a seat on his rock and thinks. After a while, the moth plucks a feather from his wing and gently places it on the water's surface. Oh, Lady of the Lake, I seek your guidance. Or I'm gonna explode. Hello? It's the little man. What's the occasion? Brought any offerings? Sorry, Tess, not this time. Oh man. Can I ask you for some advice? Advice without an offering? You're on thin ice. But go on, shoot. What do you do if your friends are hanging around a murderous jerk who try to kill you? Well, if I had that problem, I'd bite them really hard and drag them to the bottom of the lake. What if I can't swim? Then I guess you gotta talk to your friends. What do I even say? I'm a dragon. I don't really deal with interpersonal issues. What would the great Mothman do? He'd run away. That's what we always do. The lake monster rises out of the waves and rests her chin on her webbed paw. Do you want to run away? She smiles slightly. Sometimes. Atlas, you're a smart guy. You gotta fight for what's yours. But I'm not brave or wise like you. You don't need to be. I know it's frightening, but you deserve to be heard. Your friends will understand. You don't need to act now, but act when you're ready. Thanks, Tessie. Are you sure you don't deal with interpersonal drama? No, not anymore. You mammals are exhausting. Now get out of here. Waving goodbye to Tessie, Atlas heads home. Ugh, this is taking too long. If you lay here any longer, you're gonna fall asleep. You roll off the bed and stand up with a good stretch. Atlas is probably busy. With a sigh, you leave the room. You return to the living room and see August adding sheets to a bare, folded-out mattress. He tosses out some blankets and tucks them in the ends. I'm back. What are you up to, big guy? Setting things up before I scamper off. I got homework. Homework? I'm part of a book club and I need to play catch-up. Quick. Gosh, I used to be a huge bookworm, but then I fell out of the habit. Yeah. There's a lot of distractions. I'm gonna flirt with Daddy. Can I be another distraction? Yeah. Come here, you. I didn't expect you to look like that. It's comfier. Kind of like changing into a pair of sweatpants. But everybody's different. You steel your nerves and approach the wolfman. I love your beard. What product do you use? Nothing special. I scrub a dove with a honey beard, wash a couple of days a week, and call it good. Do people ever ask to touch it? Only bears and hiker chicks. What, you want to try? But watch out, I bite. Really? Be my guest. August brushes his hair behind his ears and looks at you expectantly. You sheepishly place a hand on his cheek and brush your fingers through his hair. He leans into your touch with a gentle sigh. You know, I never kissed a werewolf before. Oh yeah? You make it sound like I'm a tally on a bucket list. No. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Shh, I'm just playing. Then let's do it. No strings attached. I'll be your first. Yes, please. In a swift motion, you're swept off your feet and hoisted into Augustus' arms. He's sturdy, yet soft. His trimmed claws brush your back. With a squeak, you grip Augustus' shoulders, clutching him tightly as he holds you firmly. And you kiss him. The wolfman staggers but stays upright. His claws dig into your t-shirt and a low growl curls into the back of his throat. Bite me. I can't. The wolfman relaxes, letting you slip from his embrace. Not now. You linger in a moment, hoping August would stay, but he doesn't. You can only nod and smile sheepish as he wishes you a good night, then heads to his own room. Okay, see you later. The night rolls on without him. You lay down and eventually fall asleep. Your phone buzzes, but it has been left on Atlas's bed. Meatball! Where are we? You left your phone upstairs. What are you doing here? Oh crap, this is your room. Oops. I thought this was the guest suite. Ha, cool. Well, good night. See ya. Mike, wait. Why are you doing this? Why are you still bothering us? You might have fooled them, but you're not fooling me. It's only a matter of time before you hurt somebody else. Oh, piss off with that shit. I don't know you, and you sure as hell don't know me. So why don't you take your little riddles, Mothman, and shove it up your ass? I don't know you. I've done my research. I know your real name is Michael de la Rosa. You'd be 29 by now if you hadn't... You know. The accent's fake too. You're from Beaverton, not the Bronx. Okay, I get it. You and Debbie were an item. Once you were out of the picture, the forums turned on her. They started blaming her for what happened. Rumor has it Debbie met a fate similar to yours. Stop it! Research. You mean stalking your little chat rooms? You freaks took my sad, boring life and twisted it to fit your little ghost story. And I believed it. But I don't want to be a monster anymore. And you think haunting Robyn will save you? They're my only chance. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry that I hurt you, Atlas. Okay. I need some space. Yeah. Buzz buzz. Your phone startles you awake, a trail of messages scrolling down your screen. Hey, are you awake? It's time. Ghosty time. I sent you the address. Just follow the seashore and you'll find it. All you can manage to type back in your half-asleep, sluggish state is no. We're not doing that. Skip it. Oz? You look really nice in that outfit. Focus up.
Oh dear.
That is not... I threw off somebody's groove. And now he's panicking. Pulling into the radio station's overgrown parking lot, you park between the fading line stuff. The room is completely trashed, loose papers and scattered across. How are you here? Charm bracelet. The one Edith gave you. I have one too. There's nothing that we can do now. He'll give up eventually. Stirring awake, you blink. The shock of your hand. You okay? I'm gonna be sick. Where are we? I think this is nowhere. Edith says that it's a space above the Long Hope. I'm sorry. I made things worse. It's okay, Oz. I know you're just trying to help. You'll pay for this. The Raven attacks. He furiously bites and scratches at the Mothman, and Atlas takes 1 piercing damage. Thursday goes after Atlas's fluffy antennas, and Atlas takes another 1 piercing damage. Atlas roll mod. So... I'm witnessing things that just happened. I think we're gonna kill the bird.
That worked?
Hey, whatever you are, can you stop that now? Ah. You feel sick with deja vu. Are you real? Tell me you're real. Taro? Listen, this Dream Eater thing is way worse than we thought. Because it's, like, not a nightmare. It's a Leviathan. And you woke it up with all your stupid dice rolls. Huh? Then do your freaking job and fix it. I'm trying. Why, you're rather rude. Not that it matters now. Unless you'd care to join me. Mr. Walker slashes at Oz. I hate this. Am I having... No, I can't do that because...
What the heck?
Long Hope's lonely human fell to the terrors beyond their grasp, never to be seen again.
Oh, you're a funny one.
Too harsh?
I mean, it's kind of funny. Hilarious.
Okay, I get it. Shut up and let me fix it. Pause, truce, rewind. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to happen. I started to panic. You're pretty slick. Am I in hell? Are you the big G?
I'm no god. I find their driveling needlessly obtuse, if not overcompensating. Stars fade, and one day, even the sun will die. All power is finite. However, unlike them, I am the absence of that power. I'm Lex Ulatual, but you can call me Lex.
Somebody's been practicing their monologuing. Ugh, why do you sound like my old band teacher? Poof. A strange, antlered creature sculpted from a corner of a night sky appears before you. He's dressed in a purple graphic tee, fanny pack, and a khaki capris. Greetings. My appearance reflects your intuition, dear daydreamer.
Could be.
So, why don't you tell me? Well, you're a big, toothy, spiky thing? Wait, Lex? Atlas was looking for you. Atlas? Yes, I know him. He's the one who invited you to Long Hope. I reckon he'll be looking for you soon. Looking for me? Hopefully. See, nowhere is easy to slip into, but near impossible to climb out of. You're lost in a dream within a dream, which is entirely my fault. But at least you got me for company. Your lack of enthusiasm is starting to bum me out. Lex, I'm confused. Between the time and space warping, can you start over? Sure, can do.
Warning! This game is a work in progress. Some aspects are unfinished, and they're...
Just kidding. Where's my bodyguard? I'm not talking without Oz. Your jet black ponytailed princess? Ta-da! Whoops. Stop screwing around. Do you have any idea who you're talking to? Does my face not ring any bells? Think way back. Hours ago, depending on your words per minute. You're my landlord?
No.
I'm a lot of things. But for the next 30 minutes, I'm your friend. Haven't you noticed it? You're an anomaly, little friend. Just like me. Perhaps you'll surpass me one day. Them. It's not happening, Pops. Where you see error, I see potential. Our daydreamer only needs the time and encouragement to grow. Daydreamer? It's a term of endearment. Since your head's always in the clouds. Oz, is this dream-eating intruder who's been tormenting me all week? Afraid so. Permission to engage violently. Be my guest. But that'll do you no good. So I'm really trapped here until somebody wakes me? You and Oz both? You and Oz both. Consider this an indefinite vacation. Time means nothing in nowhere. Vacation? No witch is giving me orders? Nope. You're in the freezer, kiddo. Do whatever you want. I quit. Okay. Since nothing means anything anymore, I'm gonna go dig a big hole in the sand and lie in it. Maybe the crabs will accept me as their own. Have fun! Later. Finally, an open space that feels lived in. The air is fresh, gulls cry in the distance, and a crisp ocean breeze tussles your curly hair. Never mind the sand in your shoes. You're gonna enjoy the daylight and reconnect with nature. You suppose Oz wandered off again. That dude never seems to stick around. Not that you'd blame him. He was just doing his job. And you're a customer. Good riddance. Now you can enjoy some well-needed alone time. You've got an infinite amount of time. You can do whatever you want. Let's walk the beach. You love the beach. There's a fishing rod on the ground. You figure now's as good a time as any for a fishing minigame. I hate this. How do I... What do I do? Hook stay in the... Wait. Okay. This is why people don't like fishing games. Oh, so I'm supposed to stay in that little thing? Oh, that was just supposed to, like, cover it. Fine, let's do it one more time. Whatever, no. You aren't fooled by this. There's nothing to think, nothing to feel or describe. It's empty. You're trapped in a desolate expanse of nowhere. Alone. No, you can't give up yet. You have to think of something. What would the Mothman do? He'd probably do something cool like, "Hey, kiddo, I know it's difficult, but you've got to try," or whatever. Hang on. You've got the dice. The cosmic horror isn't the only one with the words-shattering powers. You've got karma. No, that's 8. Let's try to see if I can do this again. That's still 8, which means that it's always going to end in failure. Nothing happens. No. You'll rewind. You'll try again. Again and again and again. It will work. Try again. Nothing happens. No. You'll rewind. You'll try again and again and again. Try again. I need an 8. Oh. No, I got a 9. Oh, no, but yeah, that's... No. 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 There we go. Legs can't keep you in here. You've got to get out. You claw and tear your way out. Time is nothing. Then you'll make time. Something within you stirs. Something furious. Seems that we hit the end of this update. Sheesh, I need a nap. I hate stepping in like this, but you know how it is. The full work in progress builds over on Patreon.
Now you take care, alright?
And that was it. So... that was... Who does the voice of, August? Tom... Schulk? Never mind that there's other characters, I only care about August. Anywho, so that was the current update for Cryptid Crush on public. Obviously, the story continues on Patreon, so if you want to keep finding out what's going on, then you can go on Patreon and, you know, figure out what's going on. Yeah. I am curious. Obviously, this Leviathan person placer thing is not the one that's... Why is this slowing down? Oh, there we go. Obviously, they are not the one that's causing whatever it is that's going on. I mean, they are the one that's causing what is happening right now, but they are not the main cause of Robyn's whatever it is that's happening to them specifically. I'm also curious about Atlas's little photo because, I mean, it's torn in half. It shows the dad holding an orb, presumably it's supposed to be Atlas. But then what about the mom? Was the mom the other little moth that we saw like momentarily when, you know, things were fast forwarding and whatever towards the end there, or was it someone else? Also, if you were able to look at the picture of the alien in Alice's room, it shows that he kind of has a fascination with aliens. So I'm wondering if he thinks his mom is an alien. Maybe the mom was never in the picture for Atlas. Because clearly he has some things to work with. Then August. So I'm pretty sure that Robyn didn't intentionally mean like bite me and turn me into a werewolf. I think it was more like, you know, be kinky and bite me. And August is like, no, I can't bite you. I can't turn you into a werewolf right now. Oh my god, no, I can't do that right now. Maybe he has some stuff going on and he thought like this was a little too like, oh no, I can't deal with this right now. That's what I'm assuming was happening. Honestly, I don't know where the story is headed. I'm assuming... I mean, eventually we have to figure out more about Michael De La Rosa. Maybe now knowing his name, we can actually find a gravestone or something for him. For Madhouse. Still don't know anything about the little death curse or whatever it is that that Robyn has. Could just, you know, probably be anxiety. Generalized anxiety disorder, which feels like something's gonna happen regardless of there being an external stimulus which is making you feel anxious. Then Taro. Like, what's going on with Taro? Are they secretly your actual guardian? Or are they actually something else? What else? Also, what's going on with Robbie? Will we find out more about Little Frogman? Or is he just there to be there? I think, and this is no criticism on Cryptid Crush. This is more my little observation. When you start getting a story that has a whole bunch of different characters, and you start having a whole bunch of different characters with plot lines, that it can get a little confusing. And it's not helped when the updates are not that frequent. And it's no, again, you can continue the story on Patreon. I think it does continue on Patreon. And after they reach a certain point, they release it for public. So for their Patreon people, then, you know, the story keeps going. It's just a little bit more work in progress for Patreon than it is for public. So they get more content on the regular compared to, say, us, who are just public. So when you start introducing these like plot lines for different characters, for a lot of different characters, which you're also introducing, then it's a little distracting. Because first we were dealing with Robyn and her little death curse. Then Madhouse, who you thought was going to be like her, maybe not partner, but like the person who you'd be helping. And then there's August, and now he has issues. And then there is like what's going on with these people, and then what's going on with Oz and Edith, and then a whole bunch of like different stuff is popping up. So yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna read it, obviously. I liked Cryptid Crush. Or I like it. I'm reading, I like it. Present tense. But like, I don't know what's happening now. So yeah. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know, so, you know, you write down what you think is going on, and as always, channel members down here. Look, ooh, channel members. Ooh, look at you guys. Look at you people. You beautiful, beautiful people who decided to support the channel by giving me money and facilitating the better production, faster production, whatever of these videos. I mean, I am only able to do them when I have the time, like this one. This took a while to come out, even though it took a while to actually... No. This took a while to come out, even though it took a while to come out. Speaking for the VN. But then, like, after it came out, it still took a while for me to record it. Like, to have time to sit down and then go through the entire beginning part again. Even though I could do chapter select, but I'm on a new computer, but I had to redo the whole thing again and then have to go through the whole fights again, which are not my favorite. But yeah, so... Yeah, thank you, people who are supporting me. And thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Cryptid Crush yourself, you can do so by going down into the link in the description, where it should have a direct link for their, I guess I could put their website because they do have a website, which should have a direct link for their Patreon where you can support the project. And as I said earlier, if you're on Patreon, then you can get, I guess, the work in progress of the story as it gets updated. And so you'll find out what's going on way before we do, before the public does. And all other pertinent links will be linked down in the description. Their Patreon will be linked down in the description, along with, you know, website thing, etc., etc. But yeah, everything will be down there. And I guess that's it for now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.